Fox model at 08 as a Delta
70 degrees or almost old me, that's why I don't know.
That's what I gotta ask. Definition. I mean, you ask like an 8-year-old, is this a new one? To you, bud.
Yeah.
But to me, it's real rickety. Supposed to do that though. It's supposed to be rickety.
They built them to last.
After we go to the cockpit, I'm gonna go to the front.
Well, yeah, that's the hope. Be prepared, but hope that you don't need it. That thing's cool.
You guys still do that? We don't still do that, but that's, I mean, before the
It is the landing gear. Really? It's, I mean, it looks like a wheel. Oh my god. I mean, that's my kind of, you don't want to do it again? It's scary. Is this the one that was like super scary in the sky? Yeah.
People who fly the F-16 for us a little later, United States Air Force. Folks went in when he was just a young lad. His mom brought him to an air show. And of course, now he's flying the F-16 demo these years later. I'll tell you more about his incredible story later when we have FEMA call time.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Welcome to the United States Navy, shipmates. Let's get ready to defend our country. Fly Navy.
Developing over 1,400 horsepower each, and the single Rolls-Royce Merlin engine in the historic Spitfire. Again, taking off Bernie Vasquez at the controls of the Mosquito, which, believe it or not, was entirely made of wood. And it's a very cramped cockpit, so much so that the flight engineer on board would not sit right beside the pilot, but a little to the right and down almost behind the pilot, but not directly behind. It's tight in that cockpit. And he's flying it alone today, but it's a handful. But what a beautiful and rare bird. The Mosquito and the Spitfire will be just part and a couple of the many more birds we have to commemorate these anniversaries today. Victory in Europe, and then the Pacific, victory in the Pacific as our continued support.
O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please give it up for musician third class Alexander Charles and that beautiful anthem. That serious ground effect meant that the wings greatly resisted landing. Bringing a U-2 to Earth requires wrestling yourself from the sky, not slipping out gracefully. To aid another U-2 pilot, climbs aboard the fast and relatively inexpensive Detroit muscle car you saw ripping down the runway, putting a highly trained pilot in the driver's seat with a radio, and those pilots then act as ground-based wingmen for the U-2s in the air, taking them through runway operations. So again, have your cameras ready. The descent to a very low flyby this time, about 10 feet off of the runway.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And the chase car, being driven by Gucci, is going to fly behind Twist in the U-2,
Oh,
the
God.
landing configuration.
I gotta have my phone now.
Speeds, well, the U-2 is doing a little over 100 miles an hour right now, and that muscle car is keeping right up. And behind both of them, here comes Second World War. The development combat record of the Mosquito aircraft and the Spitfire are unrivaled. As you see the very rare Spitfire overhead too. These classic warbirds from the RAF. And there he is on the ground. Give him a wave as a sign of appreciation. He can't hear you way out there, but give them a wave for sure. And even though they have a motor on them, without, you got to train to be able to do things in case of emergencies. Eric Tucker has been flying for quite some time now. Aerobatics. So up and over, around he goes, looping and rolling. And every time he puts an input into the airplane to do these energy-stealing maneuvers, introducing drag every time, consider that he's a nautical mile above us and he has to conserve, he has to get the energy just right to be able to touch down in front of us and roll to a stop. Referred to as dead stick flying. No power. Dead stick. This is his anniversary weekend too. He's here with his kids and his wife. And he always dedicates, he says, the dead stick to his wife. And he's making his way slowly now. In fact, as he gets a little bit lower, you'll just hear the air coming over the wing, producing that lift. Let's see if we can hear that. I'm going to bring the music down just a bit. You hear that? That's a sound that most pilots never ever want to hear. You see the prop wailing around, but he hasn't got enough airspeed to actually get it to go around to start the engine. So he's committed to coming down here to show center. Now, has he got enough energy to get this done? Turning in. Touching down. Now wait. He's down, but he's going to stop right here. See the gentleman with his hand out in front? The red and white shirt on? He's planted from, remember now, a mile above us, all the way down to stop right there. Cargo doors are open. You can see the crewmen in there in the what we call dirty pass. The flaps. The old Grumman cracker, of course. Pilots and aviation support staff are strategically located throughout the 14 air tanker bases in the state, 10 CAL FIRE Helitac bases, and 1 CAL FIRE San Diego County Sheriff Helitac base 2. Operations, and the Fire Hawk now from CAL FIRE. Know that it's overhead and that there's a drop imminent. And of course the crew's having a little bit of fun with that today. So give them a wave as a thank you for their outstanding service. Folks, they're probably taking pictures of you as well as they go by. Let's give it up for CAL FIRE. Show them a great sign of appreciation. Give them a huge wave as a thank you for their hard work. So they're getting ready, and they should be out in about 5 minutes. You have time now to hide. The heaviest of the single-engine fighters of the Second World War. Flying the B-25 and high overhead. Chris Reeder and Big Beautiful Doll, and Alan Rocky and Daddy's Girl, the P-51 Mustangs, flying high cover for us. Vasquez beautifully flying the P-47, Bombay doors, made famous in the Doolittle raids as America struck back the Japanese in the Pacific, used by the Allies too. The new F-47 apparently doesn't fly alone. It can fly with many, as the president said, drones to assist their Merlins.
Will now demonstrate the F-16's crisp handling characteristics as he performs a four. The Dauntless, the SBD, flown by John Kerpa, Planes of Fame. Best known for its dive bombing success against the Japanese during the Battle of Midway during World War II. The mighty Bent Wing Corsair. General Motors proudly detailed by Clean Crap Detailing. Maybe you saw that earlier in the static display area. They're an aircraft detailing company based in the Sacramento area. Their mission to provide high-quality detailing services, put the sparkle on it, all kinds of aircraft operators while employing student pilots, AP students, and aviation enthusiasts. Another way to get involved in aviation, too. As the TBM Avenger flies over us again, the aircraft is typed George Bush Sr. flew during the Second World War with the SBD Dauntless dive bomber, made famous Midway. What a great collection in celebration of the Navy's anniversary. cylinders, 2,800 Pratt & Whitney horsepower. Same engine as the P47 we saw earlier. Big round engine too in the Avenger and the Douglas. And John and Garen doing a great job flying this aircraft for us. 2019.
Multinational effort currently spanning 3 U.S. services and 9 partner nations. The Lightning is capable of flight in excess of Mach 1 at altitudes in excess of 40,000 feet. Flyby flight controls provides extreme agility while reducing pilot workload across the flight envelope. Fighter aircraft weapon system for the Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, and Out Outbound. It's designed to be capable of carrying a wide array of the most advanced precision-guided air-to-surface munitions.
Delta, bypass the runway 22 left, line of the way runway 22 left.
Formation, just as you will see them perform here this afternoon. This degree of precision has been a trademark of the Blue Angels since first established 79 years ago. 16 officers and 130 enlisted personnel comprise the Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron. Pilots 1 through 4 fly in the diamond formation, showcasing the precision flying required of all Navy and Marine Corps aviators, while pilots 5 and 6 fly as solos. The 6 demonstration pilots are approaching the end of the runway to begin their takeoff sequence. Very shortly, Commander Brian will call for the 4 diamond pilots to take fingertip formation. In this formation, Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot, will be positioned outboard of Blue Angel number 2 on the right wing. Position, completing the half Cuban 8. As the diamond accelerates in the descent, they'll acquire the necessary airspeed for their next maneuver. To the right, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are rolling. Blue position and pitches up vertically at 6 times the force of gravity. Commander Zimmerman is approaching to demonstrate the maximum performance turn rate of the F-18. Slow capability. miles per hour.
to the right, you will notice that the entire formation has shifted back into the Blue Angel Diamond.